Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Greg Marino, aka Glyde. I've been a musician and a producer for 15 plus years. I also studied electroacoustics at Concordia University in Montreal, and I've been able to tour multiple countries with different musical projects. As long as I can remember, I've always been fascinated with sound and music and the culture around it. As a young musician in the turn of the century, I was hesitant to embrace new technology that made music production too easy. I thought it was cheating and cutting corners. When I overcame my reluctance and began to learn Ableton, I realized that it was one of the most intuitive and powerful musical tools of our time. But it wasn't always like that. At first, it was extremely frustrating and I was overwhelmed by the complexity of the interface. And I got stuck often. My mixes sounded muddy and hollow and dull, and I just wasn't having fun. It took one dark and lonely winter when I was going through one of the hardest breakups of my life that I decided to jump back into Ableton, learning the ins and outs. Months of fumbling from track to track, researching on YouTube and taking master classes, asking a million questions to get information on whatever I can get my hands on. And I failed many times. Even though it was an arduous and meticulous, long, drawn-out, and frustrating process, I took the hard way of getting this all figured out, and I struggled to accomplish simple tasks. Even as someone who studied sound in university, it was pretty overwhelming. Within a few weeks, I was actually making songs that I never thought possible to produce. I kept building my confidence with my own understanding of the software. But then, in 2018, something happened that I never thought possible. A dream of mine came true, and I was in shock. I got invited to one of Canada's biggest electronic music festivals, Shambhala. Learning Ableton, frustrating and as difficult as it was, opened up doors to not only let me produce the music I'd been hearing in my head, but also to live the life of a music producer and a performer in this day and age. I was taken around the world with my music, blessed with the opportunities to share my creations with others, gifted with the incomparable experience of watching an audience get lost in the music I made myself. So I'm eternally grateful for how my life unfolded since that dark winter that inspired me to pick up my laptop and figure out Ableton. And now I'm in a place where I want to share this knowledge with others, to help people get their music up and out there, to get their version of performing at Shambhala, and to have their ideas fulfilled. Not everyone should have to go through the meticulous grind I went through just to figure out how to make music with Ableton. I want people to get it and be able to take the easy way that I wish I had back then. We're going to cover how to navigate the workspace, MIDI, chords, limiting, compression, mixing and mastering, and a bunch of other insider tricks and tips that I've learned along the way. So if you're ready to pick up Ableton again, let's glide through it together.